This sketch video is the first video in the Worship Ministry 101 series at pursuegod.org. Now, this is a 10-week series to train you if you're a worship team member, maybe you're just now coming onto a team. It's all about training you on worship ministry, first of all, and also on a mentoring method that we use in the Pursue God resources. So it's going to do both of these things. We're going to talk through worship topics in these next 10 weeks, specific topics related to worship ministry, being on a worship team. But we're going to do it in a way where you're going to be assigned a mentor or a mentoring group, and you're going to learn the Flex method, the mentoring method that we use with all of our resources. Now, if you check out the Pursue God Network site and click on Start Pages, that's where you can find not only this series, but also additional training topics that you can use with your mentor. But also you can find out how these resources work, and you can find all of the song resources. We've got all kinds of great song resources, tutorials and lead sheets and chord charts that you can download that go along with all of our resources for worship ministry. Now, the Pursue God Network site isn't just about worship ministry. It also helps all of the other leadership teams at your church to get the training that they need. Now, let's talk about what you'll be learning in this Worship Ministry 101 series. This series can be broken into 3 sections. This intro video is the first of the 10 videos, but then there are 3 more sections. Topics 2 through 4 will cover the basics. These are going to be sort of those basic topics that we want to make sure that every worship team member talks through with a mentor or with a training group. So we'll talk about how important it is to draw people to Jesus, and we'll talk about becoming an authentic worshiper, and then we'll talk a little bit about using your musical gift in the corporate setting. Now, the second section is topics 5 through 7, and in these topics, we're going to let you choose whichever topics you feel like are best for your specific situation. So going back to that worship page on pursuegodnetwork.org, maybe you're going to want to pick a few of these topics that really sort of address the things that you think that you and maybe your mentor also thinks that you should talk about in your training experience. Now, these 3 topics are topics that you get to choose during the 101 series, but when the series is over, you can come back to this page after those 10 weeks of initial training, and you can continue to train on more of these topics just for worship teams. There's all kinds of stuff there, and we add more on a regular basis. Now, the third section then, topics 8 through 10, this is where we're going to introduce you to the broader system. We want all of our team members, worship teams, elder teams, student ministry teams. We want all of our team members to understand that their specific ministry team is one of many teams, and that all of these teams have this overarching goal of creating disciples who make disciples, right? That's why this training is set up the way that it is. We don't want to just train you on worship ministry. We don't want you to just get really good at worship ministry. We believe that Jesus calls all of us to get really good at making disciples. And we want to use our worship ministry team as an environment in which to do that. So get a mentor and talk through the questions down below this video, and then we'll see you in topic 2.